Welcome back to the New Orleans Saints franchise, everybody. We've got a great matchup this week with our Saints and Vikings going head-to-head. And this game is going to have some major playoff implications, with both teams entering at 8-6. Both teams are second place in their division, so this could very well wind up being a wild card tie-breaking game. The Saints are coming off one of the biggest wins in the franchise against the Eagles last week, where Mac Jones led us with a 4-touchdown day. It was his best game as a Saint, and now he's got a chance to show that he's more than that quarterback that he was in New England, who then was replaced and traded away. Mac Jones has a breakout chance as we take on a Vikings team that is very offensively focused. Chad Watkins is their quarterback, and remember, back after Season 1, I passed on him to select Tommy Tomlinson. Watkins has turned into a mid-tier starter, and it took us a few years to eventually acquire another mid-tier starter of our own. The Vikings have a productive rookie running back in Nick Barrow, who's likely going to be a 1,000-yard rusher, and they might have 3 1,000-yard receivers. It's surprising Justin Jefferson is third in receiving, but we all know how much of a playmaker he is. The Vikings also have head coach Tim Cannon's nephew at tight end. Here is fourth-year tight end Ted Cannon. Defensively, I think the Vikings' best player could be pass rusher Andrew Madden, who has 6.5 sacks. But I see opportunity against this Viking defense. Mac Jones was just player of the week against a weak Eagles secondary. The Vikings is similarly not that great. They might have some potential at safety, but at corner, I like our matchups. So which team is going to be able to grab that 9th victory and get a big step closer to a playoff berth? This is not a strong conference. I think 9 victories might get you a playoff spot. So welcome into Week 16, everybody. The Vikings are up first today, starting at the 25. Chad Watkins wearing Dante Culpepper's number 11. 3 tight ends, and the running back is in the backfield. It is a give to Nick Barrow, and he gets buried in the backfield by Juan Beard. Second down for Watkins, and the pass is dropped. That was Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in coverage. On third down for Watkins. Doesn't see anything open. Tries to buy some time and gets hit from behind by Montez Sweat. It is a 3-and-out. And the Saints offense takes the field. Mac Jones, 4 touchdowns a week ago. He's shown he can play at that high level, but can he do it consistently? That's what makes the best quarterbacks in the league. It's swung out to Jadarius Roby on first down, and he's shoved out of bounds by Taylor Rapp. 3 receivers for the Saints. They run left side. Roby is caught and loses 3 yards. That is the young linebacker Tommy Macklin. Brings up 3rd and 10. Jones has time. Lofts and caught by Kevin Blackwell into Viking territory. Great protection up front, and KB comes through. At the Viking 39, here's Jones. Pass outside, incomplete. Garrett Wilson couldn't handle it. And it brings up a 3rd down. Vikings send 4, and the pass just out of the reach of Kevin Blackwell. Inches from being a big conversion. And here's Blake Grupe. 56-yard attempt, and he got it. And the Saints take a 3-0 lead. Minnesota goes I formation on first down. Their second drive begins, and Watkins trying to extend things and runs into the rush of Montez Sweat. It is a loss of 5 for the NFL's leading sack producer. I have no idea what Watkins is doing, and he's 0 for 4 to start the game. Saints ball. They have it with 2 tight ends on a 2nd and 10. Here comes Garrett Wilson across the field. Pressure on Jones. He lofts the pass and is intercepted. It is picked by Byron Murphy. And that was an absolute gift. And the Vikings will take over in Saints territory. Chad Watkins still looking for his first completion. And the hunt continues, incomplete. Jefferson on the inside, over the top of him, Tommy Tomlinson. Watkins, caught this time, and the first goes to Jordan Addison. Up to the Saint 30, and Watkins to throw, now gets out of the pocket and can run a little bit as he picks up 6 yards. Gabriel McMillan is now slot left, and this time it's Hawkinson for the first down. Empty backfield, 3 receivers, running back and Hawkinson, spinning left, Watkins flush, nobody open, and sacked. And that's James Houston. Good job standing in the red zone, and it's a tie ball game. The Saints had no turnovers a week ago. They already have one early today, and that's going to be a 3 and out. Right through the A-gap is Tommy Macklin. I know he was a draft crush of mine a couple years back or so. Vikings ball, and it is incomplete for Jefferson. And we're going to see a battle today between he and Tommy. They're going head-to-head every snap, and Jefferson makes the 3rd down conversion. Short gain on their first connection. Now Watkins steps up and goes underneath. It is Hawkinson up to the 34. Barrow to the right of Watkins. He looks to throw again with time, and wide open is Hawkinson. JOK trailing behind, and it's 1st and goal, Vikings. 3 tight ends. Ted Cannon is on the field. Following him, Barrows got 6, and the Vikings take the lead. Good block by Ted Cannon. He sealed the edge, blocking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. A 10-3 game here in the second quarter. And in the end zone, it is Jacoby Pearman taking things out. He makes one move left, and he's in the clear. There ain't no catching him. Touchdown, Saints. 7 kick return touchdowns in his career. A lot of them go right through the middle. This time, he's able to split 2 defenders. And if you can read the back of his jersey, just stop. 10 apiece. Early second quarter. Vikings facing 3rd and 3. Got it to Jefferson. And Watkins just got that pass away. Jefferson takes care of the rest up to the 46. A lot of empty from Minnesota. Watkins, time to throw. Sideline and caught. Jordan Addison. He started off 0 for 5. Starting to find a rhythm offensively. Vikings will run. Barrow, second effort. Good leg drive as he falls ahead. Now the Saints are showing pressure on 3rd down. Picked up, pass, caught, Jefferson! Touchdown, Minnesota! This is a team that likes to blitz, but leaving anybody one-on-one with Jefferson can be bad news. 17-10. Saints ball, and on target for Garrett Wilson. Mac Jones only 3 of 8, trying to get his footing in this game. Running with Roby. Finds a lane, cuts left, and a 4-yard pickup. 2 receivers on the right side. It's 2nd down. Off the fake, downfield, and caught by Wilson. We're seeing him play more in the slot as of last week, and that was a heck of a throw by Mac Jones. Vikings showing pressure, they bluff. On 3rd down, out of reach for Kevin Blackwell. A couple close calls with him, but that's going to bring on the field goal team a 2nd time. Blake Grupe's kick is right down the middle, and a 17-13 game. Vikings in the eye. Cannon is at the end of the line of scrimmage, and Barrow gets slammed down by Owusu-Koramoah. Saints open for a quick drive. Send the extra man. Picked up by Bradbury, and down goes Watkins anyway. Joe Richards This guy's been coming on strong lately, especially against Philly a week ago. Saints ball, 4.5 on the clock, and here's Roby knifing his way through the defense for the first down. He's fun to watch when he can get going. Here's Jones under pressure and swings outside. A short gain for Roby as Jones is now 5 of 12 through the air. They bring in some extra speed. Toss out to Barry Skelton, and he's chased down by the speedy Lewis Scene. Third down, Jones making an adjustment. Vikings bring it off the edge. Jones too far for Garrett Wilson and nearly picked. Had a chance there. But a busy first half continues for Blake Groupie. Now 58 yards, left hash. The kick is good. Looks like it banked off the right upright here at the end and just sails through. It is a 1-point game. With 2 minutes on the clock, Watkins gets away from the rush, and it's a short gain to the 34. More empty for Minnesota. 4-man rush. Hawkinson, he stopped shy. Zaven Collins on the tackle, and that's going to bring on the punt team for the Vikes. And the Saints have 1:16 now to see if they can recapture a lead. 2 receivers to the right, Vikings pressure, and it's Blackwell with a stiff arm. And the first. I love watching this guy play. Under a minute to go now. Jones steps up and decides he'll run, but goes down wisely. Rachaad White now checks into the game. On second down to the outside. Diving catch, Olave! Full extension. I did not think he'd have the reach to get that ball. What a snag. 46 seconds on the clock. Jones fires complete to Wilson. And the Saints are down to the 23 and burn a timeout. Check how they're crowding the box. Pressure coming. Pass caught by Olave. Touchdown. The Saints have taken the lead. Love the celebration. Pearman slams it home. But the Vikings just showed they were going to bring pressure. And Jones said, okay, we're going to go one-on-one, and we're going to try to make something happen. That's exactly what they did. The Saints up 5, decide they'll go for 2. Jones resets his footing and overthrows Rachaad White. So it's a 22-17 lead. Vikings have 25 seconds left. A lot of playmakers here, and they'll try to get in range. Jordan Addison on the catch. Vikes to midfield. About 10-15 yards more is what they need. Here's Watkins, and it's picked off! And that is Chad Binns, the rookie, who's becoming a star before our eyes. That is his 4th interception in the last 5 weeks. Chad Binns, sticky in coverage, not a guy you want to be picking on right now. Saints lead going into halftime. Wasn't all smooth, but a very strong finish. And Chris Olave had a couple spectacular plays to make sure we lead going into the half. Given this is the only game so far this week, we don't know any other scores, but the one to look out for is Packers and Panthers. We'll cover it at the end, but that's right now the current 1 and 2 seeds in the NFC. So obviously a very critical game. And one that's very important to these two teams. There's a chance for somebody to gain a full game of ground this week. Second half underway. Jones tries to thread the needle, but ends up a bit off the mark. Not seeing Jones be as sharp as he was a week ago, and now on third down, Macklin swats the pass away, and it's a 3-and-out. Chad Watkins very up and down early on, but had a better second quarter than first. He throws short, good hands out of Hawkinson, and that's a first down. 3 tight ends for the Vikings, and they go Barrow up the gut. The big 228-pound running back ahead for the first down. At the St. 40, Watkins resetting. That's incomplete for Jefferson. So far, some wins on both sides of that battle. Jefferson had the score. And now it's Addison for the conversion. He's seeing a lot of pulse in Adebo. Vikings at the 30, and Watkins fires right on target. Caught by Justin Jefferson at the 9. I think you've got to try attacking Tommy further downfield. You go too short, you play to his strengths. Handoff, Barrow, and he gets it done. The rookie dives in for a touchdown. Minnesota grabs the lead, and now they're going to try a two-pointer. 23-22. Watkins, it is caught by Hawkinson, and now a 3-point game. At the 20, Saints begin, and another Viking blitz. They've been very aggressive today, but that's Garrett Wilson for 9 yards. Two tight ends on the field. Now Roby changes direction, and that is a first down run. Jacoby Pearman checks into the game. And Jones, given plenty of time, hits Chris Olave in Viking territory. He hasn't gotten the chance to have many big games this year, but today we need him. Handoff Roby, jets out the right side and gets 9 yards. 9 carries, 40 yards rushing. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, and again Roby, good double team by Otten and Stanley. Another first down. Taking this down near the red zone. Here's Jones. Pressure coming and airmailed for Garrett Wilson. They need the 17 of Minnesota. 5-man rush. Jones lofts. Caught by Olave. He comes through again. He had to get some air under it to get by the linebacker. Saints at the 12, running with Roby, and not a ton there. Almost to the fourth quarter, and the final play is off. Here's Jones, short for Olave, and it's fourth down Saints. They've already kicked a trio of field goals today, but as the fourth quarter gets underway, down 3, it looks like they're going to just settle for a kick. And Groupie is able to tie things at 25. It's been another really good meeting between these two teams. Vikings taking over now early in the fourth. Pass caught by Addison up to the 37. Watkins, 21 of 35, 240 yards. Goes over the middle again for Jordan Addison. Ted Cannon, he's the third tight end as Barrow rumbles downhill, gets a block from Addison, and isn't met until he gets a dozen. J.O.K. also got ran over on that play. First down, and to the outside, Barrow. That's a first down. Tommy had no chance trying to tackle him high. They've got an interesting young running back here. And now on the outside, it's McMillan, the young star, making this receiving core even deeper. Quiet day for him. But now first down. That's a nice grab. Going down, though, lost his footing, and Austin Eckler is down to the 4. Out of the eye. Barrow changes direction. The rookie scores again. Nick Barrow, what an addition for the Vikings, who go up by a touchdown again. Mac Jones had the fourth quarter heroics a week ago. We're asking for more. Out to Olave, gets a block, good start. Nice to have these manufactured plays that can get you a chunk like that. Now they sweep it and nearly got taken out by Madden, but it's Rachaad White who gains 8. Saints trying to look for easy yards on the beginning of this drive. And on second down, that's a sack for Andrew Madden. Give him 7 on the year. Second sack of Mac Jones in this game. And now third down, off the mark and nearly picked by Murphy. Jacoby Pearman was the target. And the Saints are going to need their defense to get a stop. Just under 5 to go, and the rookie Lamar Whitworth boots it away. Vikings ball at the 15. Hasn't been a great day for this Saints defense. Can they get a stop on this drive? Weak side, that's Barrow. Nice play by Sweat. What a massive tackle for no gain. To the shotgun. 3rd down, Watkins feels Richards, now throws back left, and it's knocked down by Binns. Just diving in to swat the pass down and force a 3-and-out. Stout kicks it away, and Pearman awaits at his 34. Cuts right, and a return of about 9 yards as the Saints need 6, and this is the drive they needed. Under 4 minutes to go, and it's an inside give with plenty of space for Rachaad White. 1st down, Saints. He stays in the game at running back, and it's 2nd down. Protecting Jones, he lets it fly! Caught by Olave! 30 more, and a 100-yard game. The Saints have plenty of time now to try to get these last 11 yards. Following Gilliam, who throws a block. It's Roby down inside the 5. The clock is running down. 1 on the play clock, and a give to Gilliam, and the fullback maybe gets a yard or 2. 3rd and inches. The play clock runs again. Mac Jones sneaks ahead. Did not go far, but does have the 1st down. And the Saints will call a timeout with 24 seconds. You want your 4 shots here if you need them. They run it, and in for the touchdown is Roby. The Saints get it done with less than 25 on the clock. But do you consider going for 2? 22 seconds is not a lot of time to try and get a field goal. And the Saints are going to let this come down to their offense. Jones fakes the run, throws for Olave, and it's knocked down. Lewis Cine got a hand on it. What a play for the Vikings, and it's going to come down now to an onside kick. Blake Groupie looking for some magic. And it's picked up by Matthews, and the Minnesota Vikings are going to get the better of the Saints and another nail-biter. And it's a 32-31 finish. This ends up being a 1-point game. But when it came down to 2-point conversions, all 3 favored Minnesota. I don't think we had to go for the 1 in the first half, but we have some plays, and I like Jones and his accuracy to get some of these conversions, so I liked going for it there. Failed that time. I thought we got a great look on the last try, but we ended up with too much congestion over there, and despite not really covering him, Cine was able to make the play against Olave. So we knew we'd have 2 really big games with the Eagles and Vikings, and we split them. So we own a wild card tiebreaker over Philly. We lose a tiebreaker to Minnesota. So it's unlikely we'll end up being the 5 seed this year. 4, 6, and 7 look possible, but obviously we have to catch Carolina. Mac Jones was up and down this week, was not good enough to get his breakout, and he's going to stay at star development. Here are the standings now after this week, with the Panthers the first to 10 wins in the conference, and they've clinched a playoff berth with that record. This conference stinks. Just by being above 500, we're in good shape. We'd be the 6th seed if the season ended right now. We have 2 games remaining. Here's what Carolina did to Green Bay, 35-0, just a beat down against the Packers. They move into a tie against the Vikings, and obviously we can't break a tie against Minnesota, so we'd much prefer that Green Bay loses the division to them, and we could be then a higher seed. But if there was ever a year to not care about your seed in a conference, it's probably this one, considering there really isn't a better than above average team, honestly. Tampa Bay just got done with an upset of Atlanta. And when we met earlier this year, the Buccaneers beat us. It seems every year they beat us pretty good once, and then we beat them pretty good. So hopefully we can get ours in this next week. One thing we know right off the bat, we do not want Tommy Tomlinson covering John Riles, who went for over 200 yards and a 96-yard touchdown in that game. So we'll leave Riles to somebody a little more speedy and let Tommy go shut somebody else down. I think we're in pretty good shape right now. If we had won today, it would nearly lock us into a playoff spot. If we can just split the last two, I think we're at least going to make it. But I would really like to win both of these, go into the postseason with some good momentum and a double-digit win season like we did back in Season 1. One thing I've been really happy with this year is the play of our rookies on defense. Joe Richards now has 7 sacks. Chad Binns has 4 interceptions. Aaron Kinley's had some production as well, but those 2 early picks stand out. Binns has been so good recently. We're giving him the captain's patch. I think he's your favorite for Rookie of the Year. But one thing I'd like to emphasize in these last 2 games is the run. We have been a bottom 10 rushing team pretty much the entire season. And I feel like if we're to have success, especially in the playoffs, we have to be able to play good defense and run the football. We're not this high-flying, go score 35-plus team. And we still have to clinch a playoff spot, but I think if we're going to have success there, we need to have all facets playing well. So we haven't been able to just overpower teams in the run this year. We don't have the guards or the center to push guys around and make that happen. But you see some of the shotgun runs and the draws with Rachaad White, how we're able to find other ways of creating yardage. And if we can get that down in the last 2 games, go into the playoffs with a run game we feel better about, then I like our chances of actually showing up and winning games there. But that's going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the game today despite the 1-point loss. And one thing I wanted to talk about here before I shut it down for the day. So I know with College Football 25 coming out soon, I've wanted to, get ready for that game, and I've talked about wanting to do UTSA again leading up to it. I did work a little bit on UTSA a couple weeks ago, but I've decided that I no longer want to do an additional season with that dynasty. I don't have as much interest in doing it any longer. And 2, I don't think it would be like this great triumphant final year of chasing like a national championship. I went through the offseason. The team is like a C+, and really has some key weaknesses that I was prepared to try and work around, but I just think that I'm going to focus my attention on the series I'm doing right now, and then College Football 25 when that comes out. So I'm sorry, I know that's going to be disappointing for those of you that have been waiting for more UTSA, but I felt like the best of that series is already on the channel, and an additional season I don't think would have been the ending that anybody wanted. But that is going to do it for today's video. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again soon.